Hi, Dylan. Thanks for meeting with me today. Before we begin, can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Okay, well, my name is Dylan. As you know, I'm from a small town outside of Kansas City. Grew up with a brother and a sister, mom and dad. Had a really happy childhood. Absolutely loved it. Chose to come here for college just because I needed to get away from like my high school and all that. But I mean, overall, I'm really happy with my decision. Other than what we talked about last time, just being a little homesick at times
Right.
and just like learning how to deal with school on like I guess like the accelerated level than it was before.
Right.
Um,
Okay. So, have you worked a little bit better with that since last time?
Yeah, I've definitely like gotten over the homesick thing and I've like really like adapted well to being here.
Okay.
And I feel like I've like realized that like I do have people there for me. And as you suggested, like I reached out to the other girls in my chapter,
Awesome.
and like grades are improving and all that. And I don't know if I told you, but I actually got the Follies director position for the
Okay, that's
fall.
great.
Yeah, so I'm really excited about that. But once again, it just brings up the issue of time management and how I'm gonna like be able to handle that in the fall with like my harder schedule. Now that I'm getting more into like classes that could be oriented towards my major, and along with like that added pressure. Because after talking with the girls that were fall instructors this past fall when I was on the cast, they just explained to me that like it's a lot of sacrifice and that like you really are giving up a large portion of your social life in order to have this position. But
Right.
I don't know. So I guess just like anything that would help me in regards to time management is kind of why I'm here.
Okay, so I'm hearing that it's overall the time management, you have folly, school, and everything for next semester. You're worried about next semester. Is that what
Yeah,
I'm hearing?
for the most part.
Okay. So what exactly does this follies structure like entail? What is this?
Well, there's like three, I guess, like main types of poly instructors. You could say like we have a junior on our, I guess, role of directors. I guess is the word to call it. And she's vocals. There's three choreographers, and then there's me who like focuses on like stunts and like the tumbling aspect of it because as a cheerleader all throughout high school and almost considered like carrying it on into my collegiate
Okay.
years.
Yeah.
So that's more so like what I am. Also like all of us are kind of involved in like the paperwork, like just like I guess like legality. That's like focusing on like safety for the cast when they're up there,
Right.
and it's also like a lot about like communication with the other chapters because right now we're trying to go for a pairing. So we have like meetings that are also taking up a lot of time this semester, which are like we'll have 2 or 3 a night for like the next week or so, just in order to like figure out where we're going with the show and next year's show in general.
Okay, so it's taking some time this semester too.
Yeah, it is like, which is like also kind of why I'm nervous because like I've already seen like we don't even have a pairing yet. We don't have a cast yet. We have no theme, and like it's already like excuse me, it's already like taking up so much time.
Right.
Know?
Okay. Have you figured out some of your classes and schedule like that yet?
Well, I met with an advisor and like voiced my concerns with her about like not knowing what I want my major to be, and she suggested like maybe take a class or so in the summer just to like stay on top of like my sciences and math, and then she just kind of like drew classes from like my like interested subject areas that I talked about with you last time. So she kept like a little bit of the science in there, like some economic classes, like stuff like that. So I'm not really worried like class wise. It just comes down to like, am I gonna have enough time to like fulfill the needs of those classes while staying on top of like all my other responsibilities in regards to like chapter and friends and like going home to see my family
Right.
and all that. And then with it taking a class in the summer, like I've never done that before. So I'm really not sure like how that's gonna go either and like what that's gonna look like for my summer schedule and like in regards to my job and everything as well.
Okay. What is your job?
Well, over the summer I actually work for my old all-star cheerleading coach. Like I'm really close with her and like she's normally pretty flexible with me about hours, but I like love being there, so I do want to be there as much as I can. And I feel like because I like it so much that I might like over program myself there and maybe not leave as much time for applying to my coursework just because I'm not used to that.
Right. Okay. So what I'm hearing is that you're pretty busy next semester, pretty busy this semester, and you'll be busy this summer too.
I guess so, yeah.
Okay.
I guess that's where I'm going with all of this.
So overall, I feel like what's kind of going back to that time management we talked about last week, kind of how you have to reach out for your resources and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So how do you think you're going to be able to like kind of balance things like during summer and then during the semester next year?
Well, I think during the summer it'll just be harder because I won't have necessarily like the strength of like my chapter around me because we're all from different areas of the country. Like there's girls in Florida, Texas, like Kansas City. So it's one of those things where that's probably going to be harder. So I have to rely more on like the people that I've grown up with. So hopefully I can like make that change and like still be strong and like get everything that I need to get done over the summer. And then like come in the fall, I think at first it'll kind of, I think it'll hit me pretty hard, like all the different commitments I have, and I think it'll be a lot of sleepless nights in the beginning. But hopefully like I can get back in the swing of things and like find the necessary people like I did this semester in order to help me get through it.
Okay.
And I know that the girls that, as I mentioned earlier, that were like on fall, like they were fall instructors before me will be able to, like, because like they were there, like they've done it once before, so hopefully they'll be able to guide me in a way that'll benefit me and the chapter as a whole. So I think that's kind of like how I plan to go about it. But
It's just a matter of seeing that.
yeah,
like
seeing
that.
how it actually unfolds and hoping that I can like handle the stress that goes along with it. Because my main fear is just like falling behind and not being able to, I guess, keep up with all of my commitments, which I voiced to you a number of times. So.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds great. I feel like this is kind of one of those things that you just jump into and you see what happens, and then change things around if they don't work out. Does that sound okay?
I think that sounds like a really good idea. If I do change things though and like they don't work out, like I guess I've just like never been in this situation there like before, so I don't know the best way to go about doing that. Like what
Right.
is one of those things where I just need to like pull my resources again and like just try and figure out where to go from there. Because my like I also just like don't want to have to like drop one of the commitments that I've made this semester
Definitely.
because they all really do mean a lot to me, and I just need to figure out once again like how to go about that in my junior and senior year. I won't be having these like same issues with time management and all this stuff, and I can still have those director's positions, and I can still like be on junior exec or whatever I want to do, and not have to, I guess, stress so much because hopefully the territory won't be so unknown, and I'll know how to enter into it in a better manner than I'm going into now. Because right now I'm literally just going in blind and hoping that it works out and I know how to handle it in the end.
Definitely. That makes sense. It's we had a good talk and a lot to think about, and I'll talk to you next week.
Thank you.